Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Forza Motorsport 7 on the Geforce GTX 750 Ti. For FPS monitoring, this time I won't be using cam since it's not currently working with Universal Windows applications, so I'll be using MSI Afterburner instead. And if you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel directly, there's Patreon and affiliate links down in the description. So Forza Motorsport 7, I'll be doing 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip none of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first I'll show you 1080p with the overclocked GTX 750 Ti. Keep in mind that that's only on 1080p, on the other resolutions I disabled the overclock. And well, I use pretty much medium settings with some stuff on high, like shadows and motion blur. And the dynamic render quality was on medium, in order to get at least dynamic reflections on the cars. They have a low refresh rate, but they look nice anyway. So far, these settings that I'm using right now are better than the ones used in the demo. So this is running better than the demo for me at the very least, which is good to see. And now I'm using an analog frame rate. Then on 900p I cranked it up pretty much to high settings. You'll see that on the 900p settings it says 1080p. That's because there's no 900p option, so I selected 1080p and lowered the resolution scale from 100% to 85%, which is pretty much 900p. 900p is around 83.3333%, but we can only select 80 or 85. There's no option in between, so keep that in mind. So here I'm using high settings instead of medium. If you don't mind lowering the resolution, you can crank up the settings one step above. And finally at 720p, I decided to crank up a couple extra settings, but not many of them, since if I do, we run out of VRAM. That's why I also kept textures on low all the video. We don't have enough VRAM for more than low textures. And I couldn't use MSAA either, since or we run out of VRAM or the performance hit is too big. So if you want to use MSAA, you'll need to lower the settings quite a bit, since it's a bit hit to performance, so keep that in mind. There's no post AA, so you don't have SMAA or FXAA or anything like that, which is nonsense. I had some weird issues with this game. The demo ran fine on my end, at the very least, but some people wasn't getting anywhere close to the performance that I did on my videos. Then I started watching some other videos with the same hardware. Some of them ran like mine, others had terrible performance issues as well. So I started recording the full game and I ran into performance issues this time around. So after I finished recording, I ran a race one more time just to test it out once again. But I had way better performance than before for some odd reason. So I recorded everything again from scratch, but this time performance was significantly better. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's a shader cache thing, since that usually helps out in games, but not to this big extent. It's not usually such a huge difference. So if you have a similar PC to mine and get much worse performance than this, try cleaning your drivers, make sure that nothing in the background is hindering performance, like Windows 10's telemetry or I don't know, maybe your antivirus, or just try playing for an hour or two like I did, since after that time just playing with the settings and running some races fixed my performance just out of nowhere. Also remember to restart the game when you change some of the settings, since they won't apply if you don't. The game will warn you about this anyway. So this time in the options menu we can select to use an analog frame rate, which is good to see. We still don't have any post anti-aliasing option. We can only select MSAA, which is a bummer, since it's a bigger performance hit than post anti-aliasing. The option called dynamic render quality is also a big impact in performance, controls many things at once it seems, like the amount and refresh rate of reflections. Keeping that below medium will get rid of many of the car's reflections, so keep this option in mind to tweak the game. So far the reflection, mirror, anti-aliasing, car quality, procedural and shadow options seem to have the bigger impact in performance. So I would try to lower most things in groups to notice a performance improvement if lowering only those isn't enough. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video, thanks for watching and see you next time.